Okay, so hello everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means? It means it's another video from yours truly. Hello, how has your week been? Mine has been yeah. So it's really late. I have chemistry homework, but this video has to be done, and it's not just because I have a commitment to the channel, it's because I really feel strongly about what I'm going to be talking about today. So I hope you guys get something out of this video because I just really want to say all these things. And basically the theme this week, my hair is messed up, is what to do when, and I decided to do my video on what to do when you're sad. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, I had a bad day, I forgot to do my math homework, I don't have money in the school cafeteria kind of sad. I mean, like, life really sucks and you hate everything kind of sad. And you just feel like nothing's worth it. And I know how that feels because I've been there. I've had days when I didn't even want to get out of bed. I just kind of hated everything. And I'm killing a bug right now, I'm sorry. I got distracted. But I've had bad days, and I've gone through stuff, and I'm not ashamed to say that I do have some scars, self-inflicted and emotional. A couple years ago, I had issues. I still have issues, but I work really hard to push through it. And I kind of want to tell you guys how I kind of cope with things in a not negative way. So a couple years ago, the way I would cope with things is I would hurt myself. I wouldn't spend time with my friends. I was really depressed, and I just kind of hated absolutely everything. I still hate everything, but it's more of like a bitterness type thing, where I'm just kind of like, ew, society sucks. But I feel like a lot of people are like that. But basically, I didn't see any way things. I mess with my hair a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I get distracted easily. I didn't see how anything could get better. I didn't see how anything could get worse. And I just felt completely broken on the inside. And I was just so sad all the time. And I still feel like that sometimes, where I'm just really, really sad. And it happens for no real reason other than chemicals in my brain, but it still kind of hurts. And if you are going through the same thing, here is my advice. I'm not like a doctor or anything. I've just been through this kind of thing, and so I wanted to give my advice on how to help yourself through it, or how to help someone you know through it. Oh, I got a notification. Hello. Sorry. How to help like a friend through a hard time if they're feeling really, really low. So, yeah. Basically, my main advice is find what you love and keep it close. I tell this to people all the time. You have to be passionate about something, and once you find that something, you need to keep it really close to you. Like for me, it's music in general. Like, I really like to sing, and I like to listen to music in general. And so what I like to do is I find new music to listen to, or I try to learn a new song. Like, I learn the lyrics and how it works, and I try to sing it. And basically just finding new music really helps me kind of distract myself, and it makes me a lot happier because I have something that I'm really passionate about that I'm keeping myself occupied with, because it's just really helpful to me. So if you're interested in sports, or you like to run, or you have been meaning to watch this one TV show, do it. And I know that you don't always have time for stuff, but honestly, I know this is horrible advice if you want to get far academically in life, but I've learned to put my schoolwork and stuff on hold for my mental health. Like, I've had times when I just didn't do my homework because I I didn't want to, because I was just kind of like, everything really sucks. So I wouldn't do my homework, and that stressed me out a little less because I didn't have to do my homework. So I was happy in those moments, and then I got kind of like stressed because I didn't do my homework, and then I started failing, which is what's happening right now, but let's not get into that. But basically, I feel like the school system and everyone doesn't really understand that having issues like this is kind of an important thing, and sometimes you just need a mental health break for yourself to just relax and do what you do. So that's another piece of advice, is take time for yourself and to spend time with others. Isolating yourself away from your friends and your family can really hurt, because you're adding loneliness to that sadness, and it's really not worth it. Like, once you cut people out of your life, that sadness kind of grows and grows, and you feel lonely, and then you have no one to talk to because you've pushed these people away. And that's a really dangerous thing, and I know I've done it. I've pushed many people away, and I've acted crazy to get them to leave me alone without actually saying it. Like, I would annoy them to the point where they just didn't want to be around me anymore. And that's because I didn't want to hurt them with how I was hurting, and you can't think like that. Everybody has problems, and everyone goes through things, and you're gonna have to take some time to talk to others and to let them know what's going on, because it really helps you to just get that kind of stuff off your chest. If it's friends, family, people on Tumblr who listen to you or something, it really, really helps to just be happy. And I think spending time with people is really good, and taking like a day off, like just skipping school and staying in bed, going on Tumblr or whatever to just relax yourself and keep you away from stress is a good thing to do, because it's just a day to not worry. And everybody needs those kind of days where you just don't have to worry about what everyone thinks. You can lay in bed without any makeup, your hair can look like crap, and you don't care because you just don't care. You're eating macaroni for breakfast, and no one can judge you. And those kinds of things are good, is taking like a day or a couple, a week, maybe a month, I don't know, however long you need, to just take care of yourself. And I know that sounds kind of like a basic thing, but you kind of get caught up in everything that you have to do for like school or for social life or for whatever you have to do, and you don't take enough time to just sit back and calm down about whatever's going on. So it's always good to take time for yourself and to just chill. Another thing that you can do is keep up your physical health, and just basically eating healthy, exercising more, because getting out and like going and experiencing like fresh air and staying active actually does help your brain to not be sad. And you can basically, if you have to run a mile, then go ahead and hello, sorry, chemistry stuff. And so basically it helps your brain to just feel better, and drink lots of water, stay hydrated. The healthier your body is, the better you'll feel. I don't know the exact science behind it, but it works. Like, if you sulk in bed all day, then your diet's gonna get all messed up, and everything's gonna be weird, and it's gonna kind of suck. But, ooh, sorry, I had to burp. But basically, you have to. There's something weird with me. I drank too much water today. That's my problem right now. But basically, you just have to keep up your mental health by keeping up your physical health. So, doing stuff to stay active, even in the slightest bit. I don't like running, I don't like sports, I don't like doing anything. But I'm in a musical, and we dance a lot of the time, and I'm walking around, and I'm doing physical things where I'm just active, and I'm with people, and it makes me happy, and I enjoy it. So, finding something like that is a really good thing. Because happiness isn't just going to come to you. You have to go out and look for it, even if it's in the smallest things. Another thing is cut out people from your life who you don't need or who bring you down. I did this recently. I had a group of friends who I hung out with. And looking back on it now, I kind of think, why did I ever hang out with these people? They frickin' suck and I hate them. And just kind of being away from them has made my life so much calmer, and like, I kind of like stress about being away from them sometimes, but it's also been like really calming to not have to worry about whatever's going on with them, because they were like a really stressful group of people to be around. And so I'm a lot calmer now. And yeah. Another thing. I had a thing. What was I gonna say? This is all like improv. I'm just kind of saying what I feel. Boy, what else? It was important. It'll come to me eventually. But, talked about eating healthy and stuff. I can't edit my videos, so you're just gonna see all of this, cause my computer is a butt. So, yeah. Wow, only 60 cents? Wow, I'm kidding. My mom. I remember it. Look on the bright side. Try to think positively. Like, if... I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know. I always try to look on the bright side, because it's very helpful. Like, if something bad's going on and you're like, oh, well, crap, there's this, you always have to think of the good things that can come out of it. Like, today, I had a troop meeting that I kind of didn't want to go to, and I'm like, oh, I really don't want to do this. But on the bright side, like, I didn't have to eat in the bathroom, basically. I think my mom's talking to me, but I don't know. She's probably talking to my brother. I don't know. But, so I didn't have to eat my lunch in the bathroom like I normally do. I got to eat it on the stage and then go into the bathroom and hang with my friends. I have a weird group of friends. But yeah. And I also kind of wasn't looking forward to it, because the group of friends that I just kind of stopped hanging out with, they are there at the meetings because they're in the troop. And I was kind of afraid to be in the same like place as them, because I haven't really talked to anyone in that group for a while. So, notifications, so I was kind of worried about that, but it turned out to be actually a fun meeting, and we talked a lot about all the stuff that's going down in the meeting, and I'm just now remembering that I forgot to go to a band fundraiser. I could have gotten ice cream today, but I forgot. Sad face. Aw. Well, maybe another time. So yeah, look on the bright side. Basically, is don't always look at things from a negative point of view, because I promise you everything will suck if you do that. I'm trying to focus more in the camera so you kind of get a feel for what I'm saying, because I think this is a really important thing, because I care so much about other people that, like, sometimes I don't always care about myself. And I know that that's kind of a bad thing. And it's also a bad thing because sometimes I care about myself a little too much. And then I don't focus on other people and they kind of hate me for it. But I live. Find true friends. People who are going to be there for you through everything. Who will love you unconditionally. Who will hold your hand through your darkest moments. I promise you those are the people who you're going to want to keep with you forever, and they're going to help you, and they're going to make you so much happier, and they'll distract you from all the horrible, crazy shit that's going on in your life, and it'll be an improvement because they bring so much positivity to you, and they just make you feel generally better than you do when you're sad. And my last point, I feel like I have it written on my little feel-good index card over there. I have a feel-good index card, so when I'm sad, it reminds me of all the things that I like. It's a pretty cool thing. My last point, treat yourself. Thinking negatively about yourself is a really, 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 really poisonous thing to do. I know this because I would constantly tear myself down, and I would just look at myself and think, wow, you totally freaking suck, man. And I would say, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, and I would put myself down, and you can't do that. You have to look at the positive things about yourself. Like, I have embraced the fact that I kick my mom's ass in trivia crack a lot. I'm sorry, I just got a notification. But I have embraced the fact that I'm funny, and I like to make people laugh, and so that's a positive thing about me, and that's why some people like me, is because I'm funny and I make them happy. Another thing is that I'm kind of adorable. Like, if you hadn't noticed, I have a very eccentric personality, and I think it's a really cute thing. Like, I think I'm like an adorable kitten, and that's not a conceited thing to think. I am allowed to think good of myself. You are allowed to think good of yourself. You are allowed to feel happy. You just have to know that, is you are allowed to be happy. Just because you feel like shit doesn't mean you are. You are so much more than you think. So much more. And I gotta think it's crazy how people constantly tear themselves down when they're amazing. You're amazing. And I think it's about time you knew that. So that's my video, is be healthy, treat yourself, take days for yourself, get rid of negative people, stick to only the positive people in your life, and just live for you. You're too young to feel this badly if you're around my age. If you're older, you're too old to feel this bad. No one should feel bad ever. Unless you're a horrible person, then you deserve to feel bad. But I promise you, you're probably not a horrible person. You're probably amazing, and you have so many people out there who care about you. I care about you, and I just want you to know that I love you guys, and I want you to be happy, and I hope you took what I said in this video to heart, and that you really go out there and find happiness for yourself, because you deserve it more than anything in the world. And yeah, so this was a deep video, a long video, I know, but everything I said had to be said, and I just really wanted you guys to know that. So yeah, tune in tomorrow for Savannah's video, and tune in next week for my video. I have no idea what the topic is. We kind of like figure it out as we go along, but it's probably going to be an interesting thing. It always is. I'm always interested to find out what we're doing next. So yeah, it'll be a surprise for you guys. I don't want this to run too long, so I'm gonna go. Mwah! I love you guys. Be happy.